Yo, it's your boy Zay here with the Daily Bread Podcast. And y'all know how we get down. Today is January 20th, 2021. And we finna pop off with these sports. So let's get right into it. See what we got on this list today. Phillip Rivers retired after 17 seasons. So shout out to Phillip Rivers. He finished his career 8-time Pro Bowler. Let's let that be known, you feel me? Number 5 in career passing touchdowns. And also number 5 in career passing completions. He also never missed a fucking game. So shout out to Phillip Rivers, man. A lot of people don't understand how hard that is to never miss a fucking game. I think it was 252 straight games this man been through. So shout out to Phillip Rivers, you feel me? Kyrie. Yo, we got some info on Kyrie, man. Kyrie returning tonight versus the Cavs, man. First time in 7 games, 2 weeks. He said he had to take a mental break, a little pause for a second. And I feel him on that. A lot of shit be going on in the world and with your family and your friends and also with your personal self. So shout out to Kyrie. He will be back tonight, Wednesday, versus the Cavs. Kyrie. Because I was waiting on to see that shit. I'm like, man, Kyrie, KD, James Harden. Man, this shit finna be nasty tonight. So definitely we'll keep an eye out on that game personally and let y'all know how that shit went. Let's see what else we got on the list. Mike Thomas played through his several injuries to get through that game versus Tampa Bay. So shout out to Michael Thomas, man, of the Saints, you feel me? He said he wanted to get through the game because of Drew Brees. He didn't know if that was going to be Drew Brees' last game. So I want to give Michael Thomas a big shout out, you feel what I'm saying? And he's supposed to have surgery over the offseason for some torn ligaments in his ankle. So shout out to Michael Thomas. I know that shit was fucking with you. I thought it was kind of weird, though, because I think he had, 2 catches? If I'm not mistaken, I don't. If he had that, you feel me? Like, he wasn't even a factor, is what I'm saying. So shout out to Mike Thomas, you feel me? And now we see why. Delonte West has a job at the therapy center. I do want to give him a big shout out for getting his life together, you feel me? We talk about mental health all the time, but look at Delonte West. I mean, the man never took a break mentally to see what's going on with his health. They go back to Kyrie. Now look at Delonte. Now he, in front of a gas station, begging for money, going crazy. But at the end of the day, they got that man some help. He's in the therapy center. Actually, he's working at the therapy center, and he reunited with his old girl. So shout out to Delonte West. Shout out to Mark Cuban. He the one set all that shit up. I do want to let that shit be known, giving props when props are due. You smell me? What else we got on the list today? Sarah Thomas is the first woman to officiate a Super Bowl. Shout out to Sarah Thomas. I think she started in 2016. So, I want to give her a big shout out. I'm all about equality. You feel me? Patrick Mahomes is looking good, throwing his concussion protocol. Now, it's 5 steps to this protocol. Now, I know the steps. I was going to explain to y'all the steps, but it's a lot of shit to the steps. So, if y'all really want to know, go ahead and DM me or message me, and I'll let y'all know how the concussion protocol go. But it's 5 steps to it, and it's certain things you got to do, like hand-eye coordination, learn how to sprint again, all type of shit. So, shout out to Patrick Mahomes. He looking good. Casey Urlacher, the brother of Brian Urlacher. If y'all don't know who that is, go ahead and look him up for the youngsters. But he number 54 that played for the Bears. You feel me? Brian Urlacher. But his brother got a pardon, Casey, from Trump yesterday. So shout out to Casey Urlacher. He will be out and running the streets. So shout out to Trump for that fuck ass pardon, you feel me? Trying to do shit a little too late. But anyway, Karis LeVert says that trade to Indiana saved his life because he ended up finding a bulge when he went into the Indiana Team Medical Center. He ended up finding a bulge on his kidney. So shout out to Karis LeVert, you feel what I'm saying? He ended up fucking around and going, I guess, when they went through the medical center and they seen that shit in his kidney, man, like, if it wasn't for him moving, bro, and I feel him on that, if he would have never got traded, he probably would have never even looked at that shit. So shout out to Karis LeVert. Prayers to you, homie. What else we got on our list today? Sorry about that, y'all. I'm just kind of out of breath just thinking about it, man. Just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But Dan Campbell agrees to a 6-year deal. You feel what I'm saying? I think he was with Detroit. So shout out to Dan Campbell. Memphis Grizzlies versus Portland Trail Blazers game is canceled tonight. So that game is canceled tonight. Tonight is Wednesday. That game will not be shown tonight. COVID-19 protocols. And speaking about that, Adam Silver is he started discussing about having players vaccinated mandatory. So all that talk about, oh, I don't want to get vaccinated, I don't trust it. Now they looking like, hey, if you want to play in the NBA, you gonna have to get vaccinated. And the reason why they saying that is because a lot of people been contracting the COVID-19, and they supposedly catching it from meeting up in half court. You know how the game over with, niggas meet up Coast Gate and shit like that. You feel me? But apparently he finna stop all that shit. So shout out to Adam Silver trying to keep the NBA safe out here. You feel me? And that seemed like that's sitting in the sports news. Let's see what's going on with the sports scores right quick. Now I was gonna change it, but I'm like, fuck it, I might as well keep going because people like when I keep going. So we gonna head straight first. We gonna head first over the sports scores right quick. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Monday, let's start off with Monday. Monday, we got the Magic 84. Knicks had 91. We got Tim's had 97, which was also Martin Luther King Day. I just want to let that be known. Hawks had 108. Trey finished that game with 20 points. Ice Trey. Spurs had 125. Blazers had 104. Aldridge had 22. DeRozan had 20 points. Suns had 104. Grizzlies had 108. The Bucks had 123. The Nets had 125. That was a close-ass motherfucking game. But Giannis finished that game with 34 points, 12 rebounds. KD had 30 points, 9 rebounds. And James Harden had 34 points with 12 assists on top of that motherfucker. So shout out to James Harden in there cooking, nigga. When you say cooking, that nigga in there cooking. Y'all niggas playing games, man. Y'all with the bullshit. Feel me? What else we got on the list today? We got Mavs had 93. The Raptors had 116. Luka finished that game with 15 points, 9 assists. Pascal Siakam had 19 points, 5 assists. What else we got? Pistons had 107. Heat had 113. Shout out to the Heat. Shout out to Big Bam. Bam had 28 points, 11 rebounds. You feel me? And Jeremy Grant on the other side had 27 points. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to them boys over there. The Rockets had 120. The Bulls had 125. The Warriors had 115. The Lakers had 113. Another crazy game on Martin Luther King Day. The whole game, the Lakers was dominating, man. They was doing their thing, you feel me? I ain't even think about Steph and them boys coming back, but they ended up coming back. LBJ finished that game with 19 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. AD had 17 points, 17 rebounds, but it still wasn't enough. And Steph Curry finished that game with 26 points with 7 assists. Let's see what else we got on our list. All right, let's jump over to Tuesday games. This is Tuesday games. Thunder had 101. The Nuggets had 119. The jokester, Jokic, had 27 points with 12 rebounds. Let's see. The Pelicans had 102.